All right. We are here for another episode of the old Charlee Please podcast, where it's faith first, shade second, a little bit of common sense in between, but we do our best, right? Remember, you can always listen to me on all listening platforms: Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Audible. Okay, and we're gonna be on YouTube today because I got two special guests in the studio with us today, virtually. And I'm just really excited about this episode. Okay. Y'all don't know, like, I'm just smiling like a kid in a candy store because I have been waiting to talk to these ladies for God knows how long. So the first guest I have today is Miss G, also known as G in the Stacks on all her platforms, TikTok, IG, all the things. And then we have Miss Jordanae, also known as For Jordanae on her platforms, IG, TikTok. And I would just say these two ladies are just a joy to watch. I don't know when I started following y'all, but it's just like the moment I came across our platform, I was like, oh, I just love them so much. I just love y'all so much. So today we're just gonna talk to them, and I just want y'all to introduce yourself. Like, we'll start with you, G. Introduce yourself, where you from, what you like to read, and then Jordan, you follow up right after that. G, you on mute, baby. It ain't got you. Jordan, you say something.
Something.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is that better now?
That we got you. Okay. Now, G, introduce yourself, and then we're gonna have Jordan introduce herself.
Okay, first of all, Charlie, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I listen to the podcast. Okay, I listen to the podcast.
Yes.
I'll be telling everybody about the podcast. I'll be like, "Did y'all hear that episode?" So first of all,
Thank
thank you for
you.
having us. And My name is G, also known as G in the Stacks, and I am originally from South Carolina, but I now reside in Virginia.
Okay.
Um, And I like to read romance basically, but I do dip my toe in like crime thrillers, but mostly, Black romance is what my genres are.
Okay.
And
And you,
I'm
Miss Jordan?
Jordanae. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. You don't even know. Okay, you don't even know. I live. My name is Jordanae, and I am originally from upstate New York. I moved down to South Florida for work, and I just stayed here and kind of built a home here. Love it. And I read a little bit of everything, but it's typically with a Black author. I
Okay.
do read BIPOC authors, appreciate that. My genre of focus right now is romance, but that's pretty much me. And again, happy to be here.
Again, I'm so happy just to have y'all here. Now I do have to start us off with a mental health check-in just to make sure the vibes is right, make sure we're feeling good. So how y'all doing mentally? Is everything good? Y'all straight? How is it? Because we know the world on fire, but still I have to ask you too.
So for me, I'm good. The road gets rocky sometimes. Like the weather has been crazy. It snowed one day and then was like 70 degrees the next. Like it's just been crazy here in Virginia. And so for me, that kind of depicts my mood sometimes. But today it was nice and 60 degrees. On my way back from church, we had the windows down. So it was a good time. So I think right now mentally I'm in a good space.
Okay.
I concur. I would say that I'm definitely in a good space, and I'm in a new space. I'm in a
Hmm.
space of like opportunity. I'm in a space of like stating and claiming and living in that
Hmm.
authority, which is new for me because I'm very much just I want to be in a number. I don't have to be first. I don't have to be. I just put me in a number. But I'm in
Hmm.
a space where I'm just starting to accept um, some of the talents that I naturally have and just who I am as a person and trying to embrace
Yes.
that and all of that, all the things. So I'm in a really good space. But how are you doing?
Um, Between this red flag warning that I didn't know was a thing because I used to work in emergency management, that kind of knocked me off my kilter today. But like you, creatively, I'm just exploring new avenues, new outlets. Um, could things be better personally? Yeah, but I mean, it's not enough to complain about. So I'm okay, and thanks for asking. I really do thank you. So I want to start this interview with you all's role, or what you think your role is in this book community. And I'll start with you, G. How do you see yourself fitting into this ecosystem of this book space?
For me, to be honest, I just be here for the vibes. I'm here for the vibes, and I'm here for the books. Okay. For the most part, I see myself as just somebody who loves to read and doesn't get involved in any of the other stuff outside of the books.
Right.
And so I think that's what my role is in this community. Just, I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. I love a good book. And so I'm here for the vibes and the laughter, and just to have community with people, like, and that's people that are here for those same reasons, here for the books, here for the vibes, here for just like, hey, did you read this dope thing? Did you see this? This new author said this thing, or this new author. So that's what I'm here for. And that's what I see my role as, is just somebody who is here to like give everybody the book recommendations that I have, that I found great. Whether you like them or not, that's on you. But I had a good time reading it.
I know that's right. And what about you, Ms. Jordanae?
I think I want to be an informed voice. So I try to do a lot of research. I try to be diligent. If I'm talking about something, I want to know about it, and I want to speak on it honestly. But I also want to uplift Black authors. I want to uplift Black storytellers. I want to uplift Black readers. And I want to be a space that is safe for a reader who doesn't have anyone to talk to about books to come and talk to. So my comments, I love to live in my own comments. I love to live in your comments and everybody else's comments, and just have communication, because I didn't have that. And so that is, if I offer anything to anybody, I just hope that I am a safe space to be yourself and to talk about a good book that you like.
Okay. And now let me ask the both of y'all this. What pulled y'all into the book space? Because I'm pretty sure, like me and a lot of other people, we've always read, right? We've always read and discussed books with our friends. But what pulled you to like, you know what? I'm going to start a book account. I'm going to talk about these books. I'm going to give recommendations and reviews. What made you say, you know what? This got to go beyond the friends and family. Let me share this online. What made you step into that side of books?
That's a good
Either one of y'all can go. Just jump in.
Jordanae has a better story than me, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Mine was therapy. I was in therapy, and I worked from home at the time, and I was just home, and I'm a single mom. And so I literally was just reading books and taking care of my kids, and reading books and taking care of my kid. And my therapist was like, well, what do you do for fun? And I was like, I read books. And she was like, well, what community do you have like that? And I was like, I don't have one. And she was like, well, can you make one? She was like, can you make one? And I was like, I maybe. And so she was like, well, start with like recording and then see how that feels and putting those out. So that's where mine came from. Like, that's what made me get into it. Was my therapist was like, how about find some community, girl? Like, do something other than what you're doing. So
now, how you know Jordanae got a better story? You know Jordanae?
Because I do know Jordanae's story. Do you want me to tell Jordanae's story?
Yeah,
I know Jordanae's story. So Jordanae went to, I believe it was
my God, you know Jordanae's story.
I know Jordanae's story.
Yes, give it up. I want her, because I'm curious to know how the both of you got in this space. But I'll say this about Jordanae, not to slight you on G, but it's like, I just looked up one day and I see this girl online just doing all these girls. I said, who is this? Where did she come from? Has she always been here? Did I miss something? So yes, Jordanae, tell us how you got here.
I must tell a lot, because G do know the story. So I live in South Florida. South Florida has one romance book store conglomerate named See Me Lit that I'm honored to be. I host and curate a book club for them called Sugar Honey Book Club, and I also am their newsletter writer. But before all of that, I was looking for community, and I was a reader. They had an event. If I'm not mistaken, I went to a Tia Williams event, and then they had Danielle Allen come, and I had just read Curvy Girl Summer the year prior. So I was excited to meet Danielle Allen. I Googled Gaga, like I just went crazy over her book, and she just tolerated me. And she just was so patient with me. And at the end of the whole conversation, she was like, Plus Size Player is coming out. This was last year. So it was like, Plus Size Player is coming out. When you read it, let me know your thoughts. And it hit me personally. I'm like, you want to know what I think? It never occurred to me that somebody cared what I thought about books, because I have been talking my family and friends head off about, and they were like, we do not care. We do not care. It was past the point where they had to filter to even talk. They were like, we don't care. But the fact that she was interested in me and I was able to have that like exchange of energy, I was on cloud 9. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start talking about books, because when I read Plus Size Player, I don't want it to be the first time I, say it. And that's how it started. I just really started recording myself talking. All of them old videos are still there. I started May of 2025. What year are we in? 2025. So you can see I was there like reading from a script, but then I just kept doing it and kept like, it was a point where I was recording a video, editing a video every day, because I wanted to express myself and meet other people who felt like I felt. And then again, living in the comments and talking to people in the comments really is where I got my fulfillment.
And I would say for the both of you, I enjoy you both you all's content so much, because I know G finna give me like the best book recommendation ever. And even if I've already read it, I'm gonna think about something that I may have missed in the book or something I forgot about. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to go back and let me go back and look at that. So I enjoy G for that. And she's just gonna give it to you in a way that's like, look, it's quick, it's simple, go get it, go read it, I buy them out. And I love that. It's like, cool, I ain't gotta sit through 5, because we're having ADHD, but I can't sit through 3 minutes of the review. So G gonna get you in and get you out. Jordanae, you gonna give us all these visuals. You gonna give us all these. Okay, girl, if you like this lady, you might like this lady over here. So when it comes to your content, do you plan that, or do you just say, I'm just gonna speak from what I know and what I like to do? Is that where that comes from for the both of you all?
I'm very much off the cuff. I'm very much like, I got 10 minutes before I have to pick my kid up from school. Let me do a video real quick. And so that's basically what it is. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to like plan. I actually sat down and wrote some stuff out this week to be able to do better, because I know that like consistency builds. And so I do need to get more consistent, and being more consistent means actually having a schedule. But no, I literally am just like, I read this book. I like this book. I want people to know about this book. Let me get my camera.
Listen, and I appreciate it so much. I'm like, yep, writing that one down. Thanks, G.
It's something beautiful about that direct, like, just go read this. Because I ain't gonna hold you. That's what get me sometime. It's a combination of both. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a really good shower thought that I'll be thinking about something, or a conversation that I had with my friends. A lot of times it'll be something that I said to someone else, and I'm talking to myself about it. And then I'll put it down, and then I'll work through the idea and how I can make it not just something fun for me to do, but I hope somebody can save it and reference it and be like, oh, I can actually do this and this and this. I used to, and I still do. I just haven't released, done one yet. Do like really intense character maps about one of my favorite universes. And that's nothing but planning. That is nothing but time circling, like going through, reading with the microscope. But I enjoy it, and I hope that if it helps someone just a little bit, so it's a combination of both inspiration and planning for sure.
I was talking to 2 of my favorite girls in the book space, Jazz and Bree, and I think about you and Alicia and all the other girls doing these wonderful, crazy graphics, and I was just like, baby, if I was that talented or had that much time and attention to give to that, because baby, once try to throw a little picture up there in the song, hey, I'm done. So I know you said that type of content is planned. How much time do you dedicate to that? Do you say, you know what, today is Saturday, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna eat, work out, shower, and I'm gonna sit down, and I got this much time to dedicate to content? Do you map it out like that, or are you just, I got a free time between this book, let me do it then? How does that work?
It's not free. It's not, I got free time between this book. It is planned. But I really like it though. Like, it's right now, it is my expression of art. Everything else is wrapped around that, if I'm being real. So I record in the morning. That's why it looks like it's, sunny and bright in my house all the time. I record in the morning. But for, let's say, something like a character map, like the web of it, I will listen to the audiobook for 2 days. I'll read the Kindle version, and I'll write down every character name in it for 2 days, because I have to get every character. Like, it's characters that's beyond the main characters,
right?
That's in those, and it may mean nothing to nobody, because you may look at it and be confused. I put that down. I put stuff down that I remember, and then I will make the character map. That'll take a day, and then after that, I'll do a recap to explain to people who just liked it, because they was like, "Oh, this is cute, interesting, and confusing. Let me like it." And they're not gonna really, I'll make a recap to say, hey, y'all, this is what I was talking about in here.
Right.
but that's no, that takes time, but it's a labor of love. It's what I do for me. So it's never something like I go around telling people, oh, it took me forever. No, I do it because I like it, to be honest.
Okay. And I ask this question before I go into y'all's friendship, because I want to know how this started too. So you just said you do it because you love it, and G, I'm pretty sure you're there too. So for the people who are doing this just for the love of the game, they're not looking to, take this beyond, pay opportunities and all that. What do you tell them when they feel like, oh, why am I doing all this? Like, I love it. I'm not getting the traction, or I'm not getting the follows. What do you say to those individuals like, girl, keep going, or do what you will? What would you say to someone who's having those struggles and those thoughts?
Can I say something real quick?
Okay.
Jordanae, I knew you want to go first. Go ahead.
I'm doing it for the love of it, okay? But Jordanae, I went to school for business. Jordanae gets paid for something, okay? I'm leaving here with something. All right, now? It ain't all love. It ain't gonna forever be love.
And I'm glad. I thank you for your transparency. Okay, keep going, because we want to hear more.
But there are some things that are paid, right? The stuff that I do for the universe, I know I'm talking about. I love that. She ain't ever got to acknowledge my name. I love it because of the I love it, the storytelling, all of that. And I think any other partnership I have, I love the work too. But it's something important about knowing the value you provide. But I just heard this. It says, provide value before you get value. Right? You got to provide something.
I just heard that too. I know
you saw it. Yep. I don't know if we can say
TikTok creator.
Yep.
I seen it.
That is so real, because you got to actually have something before you be expecting somebody to give you something. So it's a master plan. But I think if you get to a place where you're like, I don't know if I should do it, you got to remember your why. And my foundational why is I want to create community, and I want to be a safe space, and I want to love on people, and I want to love them well, and I want it, because that's what these books are about. We can't it can't be overshadowed with the platonic relationships that are here, and the growth of the characters are here. That's what it's about. But if you are trying to do it just so somebody can say your name, it is way easier ways to get somebody to say your name. Please go do something else, and stop muddying the waters over here. Okay, we got enough going on over here. That's my opinion about it. I hope I answered your question, because I know I did.
You did. No, you did. G, what about you?
So I do it, 100% for the love of it, because at any given point in time, if I want to just set it down, I don't want to have to owe nobody nothing. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I still owe this partnership. I still owe this thing. I spent 20 years in the military. And so having somebody give me a deadline at this stage of my life, outside of if you're going to pay me well, absolutely give me a deadline. Also, there is, like, even now with my civilian job, like, if I decided I didn't want to work it, I could just say, here's my 2 weeks. And so with this book stuff, I didn't want it to be that type of thing where I felt tied to it or tied to something. Now, don't get me wrong. If it progresses to that, absolutely, I'll take it. Like Jordanae said, like, leaving here with something. Okay, we
I'm mad at
something. Okay, but also to know that, like, I do it because I like these books. I read these books. And like Jordanae said, if that's not like your vibe, you're not trying to do that. Again, there's easier ways for you to get about here. And there are things that you can do faster than this, right? It takes you 2 or 3 days sometimes to read a book. Then you got to think about what did you go talk about when it comes to that book, and then put that information out. Like, you could actually just pick your phone and start talking about anything that you know off the top of your dome outside of spending your time to read this book. And so if it isn't something that like you're reading to read, like you're reading for the joy of the knowledge in the book, or the love, or the whatever the genre is of the book, and then putting that out to everybody else, like, why we doing this then? Like, what is the real reason?
And I asked y'all, and I love y'all transparency, because I tell people, either you're doing this for the love of the game, or you're doing it to go somewhere and get gain. However, the basis is still reading, and you have to be a real reader to do either one. And if you start for the love of the game, and then you try to transition into gain, like you said, create value, so there will be value. And we can kind of tell who the imposters are, right? We can tell who just want to be here just to be here, just to be doing something, to get their name somewhere in some room on some flyer for some event. We can see y'all. Y'all ain't low with it, right? But that ain't my cross to bear. But I love the fact that, you said, hey, I was military, baby. I'm here because this is my therapy. This is my bibliotherapy. And Jordanae said, yeah, I do this for fun. But I'm gonna get something up out of it, you know.
If you
and
can, I'm
hey, because and we'll get to that later on, but this is expensive. This is an expensive hobby when you get down to it, right? So now I want to talk about you all's friendship and cultivating friendships in the book space. Now I did not know that you ladies were familiar because I think I started following y'all at different times. And then when I saw y'all on the TikTok live, I was like, no, hold up. When they had did that? What happened? And so, you know, on Sundays, if I could try to come in there and catch y'all, even for a quick 20, 30 minutes, I'm in there with y'all. So how did y'all come together and say, girl, I think I like you. I think I like you too. Okay, we like each other. How did it happen?
You go, G.
So we were in a book club together. So there is a virtual book club that was out of Georgia. When I first retired, I was in South Carolina for a little bit with my mom. And I joined this book club. It's called, because I'm not a part of it anymore, but there's a book club. Yeah, Girlfriends and Good Books, I think is what it's called. Yes, Girlfriends and Good Books. And Jordanae was there. And every month we would read a book. We would come together at the, sometime in the month, talk about the book. And then at the end of one of those times, I think we were asking each other's for recommendations. I was like, who's reading what? Like, what are you recommending? And I think, I don't know if Jordanae recommended me something or I recommended her something, but that started the like, I like that girl. Like, she reads the things that I read. Like, we can see, like, that's similar. And I think then at another time we were on there, we were like, hey, who's on IG? Who's doing what? Like, let's exchange IGs. And me, her, and another lady that was on there, who's a professor at a university in Georgia, we all exchanged IG information and started a group chat on IG. But me and Jordanae were very much talking books all the time. And so that's how it started. And then how did we start with doing lives together, Jordanae? Do you remember?
I was trying to do lives because, again, I'm trying to build community, and I was posting on TikTok every day. And I was like, I got to do lives. This was around, like, it was the fall of last year. And I was talking to G about it. And I was like, do you want to come and do a live with me? I did 2 lives alone because I don't actually like, lives are different for me. Me sitting there talking to people and then everybody popping in or people watching the live and not joining it just made me like anxious because I didn't know who was watching me or what they looking at. And so having a friend come on there, I'm just talking to G. And if y'all just witnessing the conversation. So this was my weekly check-in with my friend. And that's how that started. And then we started doing buddy reads. But it's really that simple. Like, I know we make it a thing where we like we put the thing up on Instagram and tell people what we read. It's really just me and G done read a book and we're going to talk about it. And we might like the book. We may not like the book, but we going to talk about our feelings about the book respectfully. And that's as simple as it is.
And I will say, Bennett, because I think now if I don't see y'all on the live on Sunday, I think I done lost track of time because I'm like, oh, they come on at this time. So I need to be doing this, getting the dinner ready, sitting down, getting the popcorn, whatever. I will say seeing you two together on live, it's just a sense of, real togetherness, sense of friendship, sense of just peace. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are really talking about books. It's about the books. We love the books. We here for the books. So, I mean, and whoever listens to this interview or watches this interview, if y'all can catch these ladies on TikTok on a Sunday where you ain't doing nothing but kicking your feet up and you want some good book recommendations or some good character breakdowns, I recommend you carry yourself over there because it is a good time. I be kikiing in the comments with y'all. And I just think we need more camaraderie like that in this space. And not to say it's not here. We definitely have pockets of friendships and groups and all that. But to kind of see it like play out loud and live, it's just like, y'all are such a breath of fresh air. I love it. I really do love it.
Thanks,
no, seriously, I really enjoy y'all. I really, really do. And I want to ask y'all this, because y'all do have a friendship outside of books. What is something that you both appreciate about each other that people may not see online? Like we see, y'all going live together. We see y'all in the comments. But what is something that y'all do for each other outside of the online bookish space?
I can say for me, Jordanae has created a place that feels safe. So a lot of people, like there's been a lot of controversy happening everywhere. And the one thing I ain't got to worry about is my thoughts leaving a safe space that me and her have together and going anywhere else outside that space. Like we just don't have that. And also, if there is an issue, or if she feels like there's an issue, or I feel like there's an issue, we're friends enough to know that these is just books. we ain't gonna never have no problem over no book.
Or an opinion of a book.
Right, or an opinion of a book. Like those are never going to be things that I'm never gonna be like that Jordanae didn't love that like, because we have had those types of situations where I will find a female character and I will latch onto her and be like, but guys, crying.
Right.
Be like, okay, Janetta, that's fine, but moving on.
That's her name, y'all.
Sorry. Yeah. moving on, okay? And so she, like, that's the one thing about Jordanae that I will absolutely say is that she is as kind as she seems online. She is just as kind, if not more. She is thoughtful, she is sweet, and she is funny. Like, I think we have the funniest group chat ever. And she's hilarious.
Yeah, thank you, G. If I could say too, I think what's really important, Charlie, I think you can't force nothing. I've gotten to the age now where I'm not forcing nothing. So it's not that how do you find genuine friendships in the book community? They come to you. And I think it first starts with being genuine for yourself. I work in corporate America. You work in corporate. That's actually what attracted me to you in Nisha's podcast, Refined and Ratchet, is y'all were talking about books. Y'all talking about corporate America. Y'all was talking about what it means to be, Black women in this day and time, kids, no kids, like all the things. That's what attracted me to your content. Anywho, I have to play that game at my job. This is a space where I'm going to be 1014% me. So I don't have any tolerance for inauthenticity. And with that, I just be me, and just who connect with me, and who don't. And that's fine. And I was so fortunate, and I'm still so fortunate to make genuine connections. Not because I'm going to look for them. Not because I'm like, oh, this is my favorite author, or I like this girl's content, so let me, buddy up with her. You mess around and you may not even vibe with those people. Like, it is not about that. It's really about genuine connections. And me and G connected in a book club because she actually, I told you about my love for Danielle Ellen. She actually recommended Curvy Girl Summer to me. And after that, I was like, okay, now it was later the following year, and I started doing content. I'm like, so what's y'all handles? And that's how that all happened. It just happened organically. So I do pray for anyone who is looking for that type of community, that it comes to you organically, but you first work on self. Because I wouldn't have been able to cultivate some of the relationships that I have now, not only with G, with Felita, with Jordan, not only these, I wouldn't be able to do that if I was so busy trying to be what you're supposed to be. Like G was getting at, you can do, if you are really trying to do influencership, right? Because I think content creating influencer, totally different. If you're really trying to do that, it is an easier way to do it in the book space. It's not it. We legit here reading books. We is. So I pray the community come for those who are prepared for it.
And I like something you said, is that you can't force these connections. And I might get my hand slapped for saying this, but when ain't Charlie in trouble, right? I often see on threads or, just in the book space here, oh, I can't wait I want to find some bookish girlfriends. I want to find my bookish crew. And I'm just kind of like, that's your problem. You're trying to find it. They got to come to you. They got to be, you got to just mesh with people and gel with people. I feel like we try to force proximity and then force community immediately afterwards, and it gets a little wonky, right? And not to say that you got to just sit in a corner and wait on somebody to say something to you, but you can't be like a chihuahua nipping at somebody's ankle either. Oh, I like you. We're going to be friends. I'm going to post all your content. You going to post all my content. And then we just going to be friends. And I see that it's just kind of like,
Charlie, it was the cringiest thing. I sent it to the girls in the group chat. somebody had posted under my maybe I don't know if I should say, but I'm gonna say it. Somebody had posted under one of my videos, like, all right, now I'm liking all your posts. When you gonna repost my stuff? That is a problem for me. Yes. That is a problem for me. Because first of all, don't know if I seen your stuff. I don't know. I don't know disrespect. I do not know if I seen your stuff. I don't know. It's not because I'm not scrolling, I'm not looking on anything. But if you look at any of my timelines, I'm liking, posting, reposting. I'm doing all of that with the stuff that I see. But now we have a conditional friendship. Well, because you like something of mine, I got to go and look at yours. Yep. When I see it and I like it, I'm going to do so. But that is the mindset that you really messing with the wrong one, because I'm soft spoken. I don't think people understand that I have that boundary. I'm not. I really prefer, and I have an environment of authenticity. All right. If I like it, I like it. If I don't interact with it. But that is so weird to me. And I think that I've never encountered this other than in high school, where it's like it's a conditional thing where you gotta be
very transactional, very performative.
Oh my God. That's why you like my stuff? Girl, you don't have to like it. I did it for me in the first place.
And it's funny. There was a conversation on Threads maybe a month ago. I think it was like 50 Cent and Ja Rule or somebody, Fabulous, somebody was like, how would y'all feel if y'all friends never liked y'all posts and they never reposted? I'm just kind of like, first of all, y'all are 50-year-old men. Y'all are 50. Let's start there. Secondly, I tell people I'm not a timeline scroller. Now, I'm all up and through your stories, though. I'm going to be in your stories. But if I do not repost you, if I do not comment on your content, 10 times out of 10, Charlie didn't see it. And it's not to slight you or to make you feel less than. I just simply didn't see it, especially if we have a connection outside of this book space and we can call each other. I'm sorry, Miss Girl. Don't shoot me because, I did not like a post. I don't think that your content was trash. I just simply did not see it. And let's just take it a step further. What if I didn't like it? What if I just didn't like it? Does that mean I don't like you? No, I just didn't like that.
And why do you need that validation externally? Because you're not about to bring me into some junk that you need to have with yourself. Like, what are we doing here? It's just so if there was ever connections that should be avoided, that may be a connection that you wait for a little bit, because I don't believe in throwing people away, but you need more time. Because I was so like taken aback by that, and I let it sit there for some time because I'm like, I need you to think about the fact that you just asked somebody to go like your stuff, and I'm giving you the time to take it down, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not even in it that deep. I really just talking about I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of times when stuff happens, we be so out of the loop.
And you know what?
Be like, they talking about this. Do you know what that is? And I'd be like, I have no idea.
Which brings me to my next topic. So not the drama. Because I'm gonna say this, and when I say this, don't think we talking about y'all or me and my crew. We were having a conversation a while back, and we said there are some people in this book space that are so lucky to just remain in a reader's place, that do not know all the bullshit that go on in this space, that sit behind their camera, record their content, and go about their day. And I swear to God, right hand, you all's name came up. Jordan's name came up. I said, I wonder how they feel knowing they ain't got to be a part of this bullshit sometime.
It feels so good. It feels so good. Oh my God. This is,
I got up here so not the drama and avoiding the drama in the book space because we know it can get messy sometime. How have you both avoided not getting caught up in the BS? How have you both said, you know what, we seen it, but we ain't gonna speak on it?
We keep it in the group chat.
Okay.
That's my philosophy a lot of times. Like, there are things that we see that we may not agree with. There will never be a time where I'll come online and be like, set my camera up and be like, or get my fingers going to say, I did not like da 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 da. Because that's a personal opinion. Like, I learned a long time ago that there are certain things that I like that people hate. Okay. I like Reese's. Ain't nobody else in my house will touch a Reese ever. Okay. And so for me, it's like, okay, if this is my thing, I'm not going to yuck your yum. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But don't come over here and yuck my yum either. Like, if I like it, let me like it. And so a lot of times when stuff happens, we may discuss it just to kind of be like, did you see it? Like, anything that we could, learn from it. Like if this situation happens for us, like how do we deal with that? So that's basically like what we do. But my main thing is, a lot of times when people say stuff out loud, I'd be like, that's a group chat conversation of people that you trust, not just you gathering people together to just kind of have a bunch of people you don't really know. But I have Jordanae's real life phone number. Like we have had conversations outside of that. Like there have been times she's called me and said, hey, like, what do you think about this? Or I've texted her or whatever. Like I have her real life phone number. And so to me, it's like, if there is a problem, I'm never going to set up a camera and be like, Jordanae, da, 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 da. I'm going to call her and say, girl, but a lot of times we stay out of the drama because for me, I keep it in the group chat.
Okay.
That's the whole answer, G. I really don't have that's the answer. I was gonna say that I don't think so highly of myself that I have to tell somebody what to do. And I feel like unfortunately it's a lot of rules. Like it's like, you can't say this, you can't do that, this is this space, this is that space. It's a lot of that. I can't tell no grown folk what to do. I'm just in here doing what it's. That's how deep it goes for me. But G, you got a good point, because I do actually have some strong opinions about things. But that is for my friends and for safe conversation, and for people who can check me respectfully, because I'm wrong about a lot of things. But they'll tell me like, oh no, well, I thought this and I thought that. That's the safety and the confinement of those type of conversations. Those thoughts that are not fully formed, it's a place for that. But then there's a place for something that is like to the community. And I think you really have to think about what's going to be the impact of what I say. Because I said it and I got it off my chest. Now, what will be done with it afterwards when I leave it in this space? What's going to grow? What's going to fester? What's going to die from it after I just like put it here? But G, you nail on the head. Like some stuff is just for the group chat, and that's just what it is.
And do you all think sometimes people just unintentionally invite drama into their online accounts or persona, or do you just think, hey, it's the internet, it's going to happen anyway?
I do. I think they do. I've done it, honestly, because I'll say something that should be a group chat conversation, and I've just said it because it's the truth. It's my truth in that moment, and people come with their own truth, and it's like a dog pile of like, oh, well, I thought this and I thought that, and I'm like, well, dang, hold on, wait a minute, it wasn't right for me. But that's actually why I looked at other streams and channels. So like I do YouTube now for longer form thoughts, because I can't get everything out in a 1 minute and 30-second video. I just can't. But if I'm telling you about a book that I don't like, which there are some that they don't suit me. I have a palette, and some I just don't like. And I'll tell you why, because it's not, I just don't like it. It's these things are cringe for me. This is a trigger for me. This is me. I'm the issue. Why that won't work. And I can explain that more in a longer format. But then on the deepest level, I talk to my friends personally about it, because you got to get somebody safe that you can feel free to let those thoughts.
Yeah, and I think I'm kind of there with you. I've started to look for, because I mean, I'll say some shit just to whatever, just, oh man, this some blah, 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 blah. And that thing will take off. And it was like, whoa, I didn't think y'all was going to go into
funny, Charlie. You're so funny. So it'd be like, you be saying what we want to say, and it'd be funny. That's why that go that way.
and I know my whole life, I'm going to always say the quiet part out loud, right? Those are my intrusive thoughts. But I'm learning in this community. Everybody don't know me personally. Everybody don't understand that I am neurodivergent. Sometimes what I take get, twisted and turned. And then you got the paper planes on your threads and it's in the group chat. You see what Charlie said today? And I'm just kind of like, you know what? Let me back up. So like you, I have started to find other ways to like express my thoughts. So, I got the Substack where I can write what I'm really feeling. So if I want to take a deeper dive into something, cool. If I want to do a quick video and express it, cool. I got the podcast, Charlee Please, where I'm really just letting it out for 20, 30 minutes at a time. But I have found that I'm just going to keep it threads is the devil. And I'm learning to like, that may not be the platform to get my real life live reaction thoughts off, because that thing have a life of its own sometime. So it goes down over there. But I will say, I do enjoy the fact that you ladies are able to enjoy this space uninterrupted without a lot of the malice things that go on. And if y'all don't do nothing else for me, stay that way. Please, we need some soldiers on the front line for the Lord to keep the peace in this space because I always tell people sometimes I wish I had just stayed in a reader's place. I really, really wish I did sometimes. I just really wish I just hadn't remained a reader. I don't know what's going on in the background. I don't know this person. I don't know that situation. If y'all can remain y'all pretty humble little selves, stay right there. Yes, ma'am.
Can we? Because you said that twice, and I wanted to jump in twice. And I'm like, this is her
Okay.
podcast, Jordanae. Let her talk. But I like when you jump out of her reader's place because
You do?
I do. Your
Oh,
short
Lord.
story, part one that you released this week. Was it this week?
Yeah, it was this week. Yeah.
Gee, you got to get into it.
Let me take it's on my to-do list for tomorrow because Mondays
Okay.
are my light days. And so I was like, I'm gonna get on it tomorrow because she hit me up and said, look at it. And I said, I will. And it got busy. But yes, absolutely. Tomorrow is the day.
Short, and I thank you so much, Charlie, because I think we need people like yourself in the position of life where you are to give us this different perspective. Because I'm not the author, y'all, so I ain't gonna tell the story. But we have an FMC who was in a space where she got everything that everybody else claiming they want, and she like, hold up, wait, I don't know if I got myself. That is deep. That is deep. And I don't know if I'm going to agree with her or disagree with her at the end of it all. But I like the fact that it don't seem like you giving me a clear answer. I like the fact that it seemed like I got to come back for something. You better stay out of the reader's space. I love that for you. I'm so happy. I was reading it like.
And thank you so much for because I didn't even again, I was off my Zoom and I just happened to scroll your story. I said, wait, Jordanae just shut up a little short story. Well, thank you kindly. I appreciate it.
I love it.
And I was like, I was SHIT and bricks because I was just like, they gonna be like, Charlie, what you got going there? You just started a podcast, you got a Substack. Now you write short stories. I'm just like, well, look, if we ball, if they like it, great. If you don't, I'm still gonna write it because I got an old laptop full of stories from 2017. They just sitting there. And it was like, it's now or never, right? So I'm releasing my art into the world. And I know somebody asked me, like, well, what if people don't like it? Excuse me when I say this, I don't give a fuck. I got your $10 anyway. So we here now.
We are here now. Okay.
We here now. Maybe I'm not, I don't think I'm the author.
You don't
I'm not
spend that
gonna say
$10.
But that $10 gone, grab out Chipotle with it. See you next time. I mean, listen, I don't know. But thank you both for supporting it. There is more to come. But again, this is my way of staying creative without always having a camera in front of my face. Just short form content. So it's like, I got some other stuff I want to do. I got some other stuff I want to say. So this is a part of that.
I love that.
All right. And going to our next topic. Being true to who you are. And y'all kind of already touched on this. I would just like to say, what boundaries have you all set in place to say, you know what, I don't care who I come across, what bag I come across, I got to be G. I got to be Jordanae at all times. What have you done to kind of just remain true to yourselves?
I think for me, I've surrounded myself with people who ain't gonna let me feel like I'm too big for my britches, as my mother would say. I think for me, it's people that are like, wait a minute, like that's not a fully formed thought right there. Like, let's pull that back and try something different. So I think just surrounding myself with like people who know who I am, regardless of what you see on camera, regardless of what books I read, regardless of whatever, like. I've surrounded myself with people who know me and who may not agree with the things that I do, who may not always like the things that I like, but like Jordanae is not a Why Choose girly, but if she see a Why Choose book, she gonna be like, look what I found for you. Look what I found for you. It ain't for me, but I found it for you. And I appreciate that because there are things and there are books where I be like, girl, don't touch that book because that you're not gonna like that. So I try to give as much as I receive. Like I try to pour in as much as I can to people and to things, so that I do come across as authentic as possible and I do remain true to myself. But yeah, for me, it's surrounding myself with the people that are going to call me on my BS when it's time to call me on my BS.
Yes, because we hate a yes man and a yes woman, don't we? That get a little irritated. What about you, Jordanae?
I'm so appreciative that you say that because I appreciate that you call me on myself when I need to be called on myself. And I think that's like the earmarks of real friendship is when somebody won't give you perspective, you know. Two answers to, I think, what you said, as far as like, number one, I don't know how I would get too big from my britches, because I know the struggle I go through. Like, I think people sometimes see the end product. Y'all could praise the end product. I know what it took to get there. So I know that I almost didn't have that up. You know what I mean? So you might see me bigger than I am, but I very much know my mess. So
Right.
I have to more so like encourage myself to say that you are more than what you was yesterday. That'd be more so my struggle. But also, I think, Charlee, I'm a believer of God, and God has a path for me, and what God has for me, no man gonna take away. And I love that in this space, this is not a main form of income. Nothing connected to this is the main form of income yet, or maybe it could be, but it's not. So in that regard, I'm not. The best negotiation tactic is to be able to walk away. It's nothing that I won't walk away from right now, because I don't need any of it right now. And I don't even like the way that sounds. It sounds a little arrogant, but I really don't. I don't need any of it.
That's your truth, though.
I would be fine without any of it, and that's okay. And I love the freedom of being able to walk in rooms that I can walk right out of, because I don't need it. And if it's the drama, if it's the attitude, if I feel like God is not there, if I feel like I'm not supposed to be there, who am I? Why I'm talking with such authority?
But I love that, because there have been situations I have stepped away from because it didn't align. Personalities didn't align, business didn't align, and people see that as, oh, who does she think she is? She can walk away, and it's just like, it ain't always about $1. I don't want to deal with people who are morally bankrupt. I don't want to deal with people who I think just don't have a good attitude, or who I feel like that are using me, or who only want me to be in front of them because it makes them look better, or whatever the case may be, right? So I have to be true to Charlee. Do I like the fact that I'm getting a little recognition and people kind of know me a little bit? Of course I do. It's always a great thing when people kind of see you for you. But we get together and we realize that, hey, this just isn't the opportunity for us to line up on. I'm okay with walking away. And I think that's so important what you said. Like, you don't need this. Not even feel like, if a person does need it, think about how you're going to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Think about how that's going to make you feel, because you're staying in a situation. And this just goes beyond books at this point, right? That's with anything, with friendship, relationship, job, whatever. Baby, I'm the quitting queen. You understand me? I didn't have, listen, don't make me feel like I'm wrong or something ain't right in my spirit. What's going on? I will chunk you to deuces, give you an effective immediate notice, and I will get up out of there. And I know everybody doesn't have the tenacity like that, but I wish more people would kind of pick that up, because a lot of times we dig ourselves in a deeper hole emotionally, mentally, because we're staying in situations, because we're not being true to ourselves. You can't deal with somebody that talk crazy to people, talk crazy about people that don't do good business. This, but because you're scared of what it's going to look like or what you're going to lose behind it, you stay in it. And I just don't think that's being true to yourself. Would y'all agree with that?
Yes,
completely. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, child, I feel like I just preached the sermon. Hey, man, past collection.
Amen.
All right. So what's next for you, ladies, individually, collectively? What y'all got going on? What, y'all can put us in on some tea. Do we need to be looking out for stuff? What's going on? Any projects, ideas, content? What you got going on?
Again, I'm here for the vibes. Like I said, I'm just now starting to be like, I need some structure in this thing. So that for me is to be a little bit more structured in the things that I'm doing, and to kind of step out a little bit more, because I have been playing it a lot safe, because I've just been like, it's a book like that. Like, maybe nobody else will, but I think I'm going to try to push myself a little bit more to do more than what I have been doing. But and then me and Jordanae have not seen each other face to face yet. So in May, we will be seeing each other at BRBF. Charlee, we will be seeing you at BRBF as well.
That was my next but
yes. So so that's our thing, is to take this thing offline, off of the devices, off of the text threads, to be face to face with each other, and just again, see this community come offline.
Yeah, love on each other and fellowship. I love it. What
One
about you,
person.
Jordan?
I love that. You know what? I think I have. I'm trying to be a bit more bolder, and I think I have no problem uplifting authors and stories, and I talk about that all the time. I want to talk about other stuff sometime.
Oh,
Like I
that's
did
gonna be my next question. Do y'all plan on expanding beyond books?
that. I
Yeah.
think that's what my next thing is because I feel like I have a lot of love to give in not a weird way. That sounds crazy, but I always have thoughts and I always have words and I always have things to say. And so I want to start just saying my opinions for my opinion's sake, not connected to books. And I don't know what
Yeah.
that's going to look like. I don't have it all figured out. But that's something that I want to explore and I want to just be confident in my thoughts and let that be the ground and the foundation that I stand on outside of a book or a quote.
Yeah. And I love that because this is me in my humble brag real quick. I had a conversation with the Talia Cadet that'll be dropping soon. Look at y'all. Yeah. And she basically said, and I have been preaching this for a minute too. That's why I did the whole rebrand and changed my name and all that, because we are more than these books. We are more than uplifting other people. You know, we have to pour into ourselves too. And Talia said something that was so profound. She said, you know, if I only had to rely on books for content and income, baby, I would not be afforded the life that I live. She's like, I'm not rich, but I do pretty well for myself. And she said, you know, as the book girls in this community that's doing content and influencing, think about where you want to go beyond these books. You know what I'm saying? So I am loving the fact. I don't know if y'all been noticing too. It's a lot of girls that's rebranding and doing lifestyle content, and they doing makeup content and fitness. And I love to see it. And it ain't even just to chase a bag. It's just because I'm nosy. Let me know that you know you into Pilates. Let me know that you into yoga. Let me see that you got two little Yorkies running around your house and you're a dog mama. We want to see that, and we still want to get your book recommendation. So that conversation with Talia was just, it was an eye opener for me. I can't wait for y'all, for everyone to hear it, because that girl dropped some gems. Do you hear me? And so to hear you say, Jordanae, hey, I know I'm gonna do something else beyond these books. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm working on it. I love that. And I know, G, you coming with something, baby, because let me say something to you too. Let me just say something to you. Let me just tell you something. I was in that TikTok live last week calling myself an auntie, and you said, "Nah, baby, I got you." And when you revealed how old you, I said, "Let me tell you one doggone thing. You ain't gonna son me in this damn chat, okay?" So I say all that to say, I know you got some other stuff to give us, because baby, you lived some life. Miss 20 years in the damn military. Okay, because I was telling Nisha, she said, "Now I think I'm auntie out here," and she didn't OG me. How that work?
You're still auntie to me, Charlie. I'm only 27.
Okay, 27. Okay. Okay.
Plus a couple years, that don't matter. It's how you
Let me
look.
tell you,
The
the
You
best
don't look
thing
a day over 25. But go
exactly. The best thing you could do for Jordanae is to live in the delusion with her. Okay,
okay.
That helps. That helps the situation, because when she has latched onto something, there's no getting her off of it. Okay, and I love that about her. But I know that about her as well. She's 27.
Okay, all right.
This is what it is. It's 27,
and I'm 29.
But how you auntie 29? I feel like you're a little.
I'm definitely not any of that. I'm very proud of my age, because
me too.
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of my age, because there are people who didn't make it here. So I'm like, baby, I am here.
Yeah, and
I'm glad to be here.
Like, I'll be 39 this October, and I tell people I have gone to more funerals than birthdays. So the fact that I'm on this side and not the other side, I'm cool. Now, when I tell people my age, they be like, "Girl, stop." No, that Charlie's old broad. Oh, okay. But it's fine. I don't want people, especially when they're coming into this community. I know that, you know, we see the younger, I don't want to call them girls, our younger counterparts kind of like doing all these great things. And I don't want ageism to stop you all from doing what you do. Like, it's one influencer, I follow, her name Miss Ronnie, and she's an audiobook girl. And I love Miss Ronnie down, because Miss Ronnie gonna bring me joy. She gonna bring me sunlight. She gonna give me a good audiobook recommendation. And I love her tagline. Okay, y'all, so listen. I know she gonna tell me something good. So if you out there, if you 30 plus, baby, do it. Okay, we gotta show these. We gotta show niece and them that we still got it, and they had to get it from somewhere. It was us. We did that first. So, G, when you said that on that live, I was like, oh, okay, then.
Because she does not look it. She looks
I would have never placed you there. I promise you. And Jordan, I would have known how old you was until you said that video. I was like, huh? She could have just rolled with the first one. I would have never known. Never known. Well, ladies, I want to thank you all so much for coming to the old Charlee Please podcast. Like I said, y'all have made my day. I have been looking forward to this interview all week. I told the girls, I said, listen, I got some special guests on this week because y'all know we don't do guests on this show all the time. If you on here, I really like you. Okay. But I am so glad to have connected with you, ladies. I look forward to seeing more what you can do online. I can't wait to see y'all at BRBF. I'm a hug on you and love on you. Like we didn't seen each other 2 days ago because that's just what I do. If you're not a hugger, I respect boundaries. I'm okay with it. Just say back it up. I'm gonna say okay. You know, because I give people like their personal space. But thank y'all so much. I know y'all got to get out of here and do y'all TikTok live and just thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. It is an honor to talk to you. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And trust me, I listen to the podcast every week. I love the podcast down. And when this last week you were like, I got some special guests coming, I was like, that's me. I was so excited.
Y'all see them and y'all hear them, y'all be like, oh. So yeah, I would say this before I get ahead. I handpicked everybody who I wanted to be on this show. I know people just do stuff for a look, or they gonna get traction, or this gonna go viral. It's like no, the people that I put on this platform are people that I really enjoy, and they're people I really want to talk to. So it's never gonna be a flex for me to have the biggest this or the bigger that in this person. And this ain't a slight to nobody, right? This ain't just say ain't nobody worthy, but I want to talk to people who I thoroughly enjoy in this online community. And y'all definitely was at the top of that list. I was like, yes. And then you said we could do it together. Hell yes. So I was just happy to have y'all. So again, thank y'all so much. Okay, y'all, this episode gonna be available soon. Remember, if you want to see our beautiful faces, we are on the YouTube now. Charlee has transitioned to visual, and we can be you can listen to us on all listening platforms. Like I said, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and we on Audible, y'all. Y'all can listen to y'all audiobook and it transition over. I'm so proud of it. I don't know why, but it just makes me so proud. Thank y'all, and we getting out of here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.